the undefeated Demetrius Caesar Boo-Boo Andrade. Demetrius Boo-Boo Andrade.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Yeah, it's live right now. The Saints only thinking to see why we're here.
Yeah, so, hello.
It's my boy Christopher, man. You know what I'm saying? Andrade, you know what I mean? Making the whole Cape Verdean thing happen. Cape Verdean worldwide, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Making it poppin'. He's helping Cape Verdean people come together and make it happen, because at the end of the day, we need to unite. And so today, you know what I'm saying, I'm showing love, coming out to support, and the program that they got going on is beautiful. Let them know what it is all about.
Absolutely. So on behalf of rest in peace to Hotinri Demetrius, who's a former teammate of mine. He passed away due to cancer. Was a full scholarship athlete, defensive tackle. My cousin Carlito Weaver, who's a freshman head football coach, runs the camp with Jamal Johnson, who's on the police force. Beautiful camp, beautiful organization here. And you know, it's just inspiring the kids to keep that no struggle, no progress in memory of Hotinri Demetrius, because he was a legend. He was a great man. When I got my scholarship back in 2008, he was the person that was inspiring me to work out, continue to build that determinant, that boxer tough. We're here, #1 football program in the state of Massachusetts, largest high school on the East Coast, and that's the city of champion attitude that we have, and that's the city. That's what we're leaving here as a lasting impression for these kids. And Carlito's leaving that, Jamal's leaving that, I'm leaving that, and Boo Boo's gonna leave that as well. Even though he's from Rhode Island, he's still a champion. We respect him very, very much, just like we would Rocky Marciano, you know, with the statue there, and just like we would Marvin Hagler. So legends respect legends, real recognize real, and no struggle, no progress, and we just keep fighting. It's a dog fight every day, so we're here.
Oh yeah, now.
Boxer tough.
Oh yeah.
I told him about your camp. I told him about how we connected from Tilton, Stonehill, Hotinri Demetrius, everything like that. World champion Boo Boo Andrade here to support you.
Appreciate that,
champions, bro.
Appreciate that. Jamal Johnson. Yeah, cool. Demetrius Andrade, man. Appreciate what you're doing to us. Appreciate it, man.
This is my boy right here. We went to Brockton High, and we went to 2 high schools together, my boy right here.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. At the end of the day, it's the future. You know what I'm saying? Like paving the way and helping out.
And now he's a successful police officer, doing very well for the city, giving back, and he's doing this event too. So,
Yeah, that's what's up.
where's Carlito?
Cute tracks.
Blessing to have you, for real. You know what I'm saying? Your whole crew, for coming from Providence, like Vinny Paz said, you're gonna be the one to open up that city for real.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean? So, and being Cape Verdean and Criollo is another blessing. Who doesn't have the boogeyman complex, says what he says, mean what he says, and dies for what he believes in. That's how we do it here at 102.1 FM, where we keep it real. That's why we call it Real Talk. Conversa Verdade, which means we're not afraid and we don't have the boogeyman complex. We say what needs to be said and say what we feel that needs to be said and say it all day long. So we're here. Boo Boo Andrade, the world champion, my brother. How are you, my brother?
I'm great. Pleasure to be here, and get to let the people know who I am, and also know the people.
And how long are you going to be in town?
I'll be in the East Coast for like a couple of weeks now, so I'll be around.
Okay. And you came all the way from from Miami, or?
Yeah, I was in Miami.
Okay. Okay, but you're living and you still got your residence in Providence, correct?
Yes.
All right. I got some questions I'd like to ask you. But first, I want people to understand that boy Criollo, you're Cape Verdean, correct?
Yes.
And you were born in the state of Rhode Island?
Yep.
Okay. And we've been doing a little research on you. We find that another boxer out your state of Rhode Island by the name of Vinny Paz, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I know you know about Vinny Paz. Vinny Paz made a quote, and the quote is, Vinny says that Boo Boo will take over the boxing scene with thunder and with passion. How is your relationship with Vinny?
I see Vinny as I was growing up in the boxing ring, so I seen the hard work he put in, and that also motivate me to continue to work hard, because at the end of the day, this is a tough sport. You can't play this. People can get hurt. Your life's on the line. And Vinny showed us like what his story, what he went through, and to continue to work hard so he could become something and show himself and others like what you can be made of. And so for me, what I'm saying, it's God first, and hard work and family, and I'm here now, and I'm continuing to grow, and I'm hungry, and I want people to know that I'm the people's champ the way I want to be the people's champ, but they also need to know like I am Cape Verdean, and I'm trying to put Cape Verde on the map, and they need to understand that. So I need the support from my people, and that's why I'm here today to reach out to everybody.
Now, I always ask this question coming from the streets. I'm from the streets. I had a hard life, grew up in Boston. And I know there's two roads in life. You feel me? There's the street life, banging, clocking, trapping, getting money. And then we know there's another life. And that life is living on life's terms. And out the city of Rhode Island, like I know, it's a city of hustlers. Let's keep it real. And we know a lot of young Cape Verdean brothers out there getting 1,000 years in the penitentiary. You've seen them coming up from Providence to New Bedford. And brothers that took another turn that were probably your mans, and brothers that took the good turn and the wrong turn. How did you stay on that track from the penitentiary to the boxing ring? And I say this because a lot of young brothers need to hear it from you. They think just trapping is all about, gang, gang, bang, bang. It's about getting that paper, and not realizing that you could have did that, but for some reason, just like you or David Ribeiro, something kept you on that track, my brother. Some hunger, somebody inspired you to be better than the streets, to be better than trapping, to be better than doing an ACI 1,000 years. What was it for you that kept you and put you in that gym?
Yeah, so, my dad, Paul Andrade, he's one that introduced me into boxing. I was going there at 4 years old, had my first fight at 6. So it was a tradition for us and a ritual for us to get up, go to school, go to the gym, because that's what my dad loved to do, and then it became part of our life. And at the same time, as time's going on, you need paper, you need some money, you want to show off. You know what I'm saying? You wanna have nice clothes, you wanna have nice shoes and all this other stuff. And sometimes your parents are doing more than what the kids know. Paying bills, putting food on the table, making sure you have whatever activities you need, plus the gear you need. So you can't always look to try to be flying. So they resort to trying to go out there and make
paper, right?
Right. Narcotics, what I'm saying? Using that to make money. And you gotta understand, like, as where we come from, is understand that people want to survive. People want things, material things.
Right.
But it's not about that, though.
Right.
In the long run, where do most of them end up, if you're not, linked in with the cartel, and they even put you on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Like, so,
Right.
you're playing with deep waters. But, I don't want to be a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? I want my environment to be a product of me and show them that, like, listen, whatever you guys got going on, you got to believe in yourself. You can't let, the bumps in the road, hold you back or hold you down, because when you do that, you start thinking that, then you just funnel right back into the place of where they want us to be, the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying?
That's
right where they want us to be at the end of the day.
I love it. I love it. I love
keeping
it.
it 100.
Right.
So
that's right. Keep it on it, brother. That's why this program is called Real Talk.
Yeah.
It's about real talk, so we're gonna keep it real
the
funky in
boogeyman.
here. We're gonna keep it real funky in here.
Forget the boogeyman.
That's right.
again.
That's right.
It's me.
That's right.
me again.
That's right. Let it out. Say what you got to say.
Nah, so you don't want to end up going down that path, man. It's not the right path. It might be the hard, slow grind that you have to do, but at the end of the tunnel, like they say, there is light.
Right.
Like, for instance, my career hasn't been the most smooth sailing, but it's about to stop being that way because I didn't give up. I stay clean, I stay healthy, I don't do anything I'm not supposed to do, and God has protected me, and He ain't get me this far not to continue to succeed and bring other people with me as well. And so for the people out there, man, just don't. It's okay to be a jack of all trades, but you have to be a master of one. You have to be a master
of one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
right.
you don't go to school and do 3 years of high school and then you drop out on the 4th year of high school to graduate. Like that's silly. Some silly stuff.
That's right.
Don't go out there and not have something to claim for yourself and be proud of it and work towards it, and things will happen, man. So that's a little advice I can give as far as like staying off the streets and hang with the people that wanna grow with you and see good things, and like I said, at the end of the day, people gotta survive. So find that way to survive.
Find a way to survive that won't get you 1,000 years in the penitentiary.
Yeah, definitely.
You're saying be versatile, but be versatile in a righteous way. Be versatile in a way,
Play by
but
the
be
virtues.
by the virtues, but master one thing that you know that will gain you paper and gain you longevity. I know
Yeah, of
that
course.
there's no longevity in the game. Okay,
yeah.
take it from me. I can tell you some stories make you cry.
Yeah.
All right, 17 years. I can, you know what I'm saying? My man know what time. I'm not going. This ain't my show. This is just for you. I want people to know you, what kept you. Pops Andrade didn't play that,
No, yeah.
and Pops knew how to shake it up and bake it. Like, Lord, you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
At the age, I see that you started boxing at the age of 6.
Yes, that's when I first got in the ring. It was funny because the first time I got in the ring, I lost.
Wow.
It was my first
Okay.
fight, amateur fight.
All right.
I was just happy to get in there, but I told myself like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen again. Because at the end of the day, whatever I do in life, man, I put my heart, my passion into it, so I can get the best outcome. So boxing was my everyday, and here I am, 2-time world champion. I got 3 belts, yes, but I got the WBO international and I got the WBO worldwide. So you got to get one before the other in the WBA.
Right.
2008 Olympian. I represented the United States.
Right.
But I hold up the Cape Verdean flag on my back all the time. So, it's just it is what it is. I'm from here. I respect and my people, and I want the people know they have a Cape Verdean champion. Like,
That's right.
it's real deal.
This
It's real, man.
That's
This is
right.
like
Creme de la
this
creme.
is like
Best of the
LeBron
best.
James,
Hello.
Kobe Bryant. You
That's
got your Mike Tyson,
Legendary.
Muhammad Ali. You
You're
Cape Verdean. You guys
our
got
league.
you got
You're our
Demetrius
league.
Andrade.
That's right.
And then, of course, there's other, top athletes out there in the world of sports that also are Cape Verdean, But the fight game, you know what I'm saying? Just something about the fight game, You're in there, you're throwing, and it's war, baby. It's war.
See it. He smiles when he talk about it.
Ding ding.
It's something different, and people love that, and I love it too. I like to sit back and watch and see myself, and I like to get in there and prepare to fight for minds and the people behind me, and let them know like, yo, we gonna fight this way through, and we gonna come on top one way or another.
That's right. I also noticed that you started pro at 20. So is it fair to say from the age of 6, you started boxing, and then at 20 you became pro? But in between that 6, before that 20, now I know you got robbed at the Olympics, right or wrong?
Yeah,
you got robbed. You should have won that.
Yeah.
But they took that. And so I've been doing my little research on it. I know you really won that. In your mind and your heart and soul, you won that. Yeah. But they took it from you. Whatever reason, judges didn't see it, whatever. But at the end of the day, that didn't discourage you. You left from there and you continued on and you got these 2 title belts, correct?
Yeah.
And is it fair to say as an amateur, David Keith was your trainer as an amateur, correct?
Yes.
All right. And I noticed, how do you feel? You have no losses as a professional, correct?
Yes.
But as an amateur, how did you accept that loss? Or did you say, in my mind, I didn't lose. I don't care what they say. Because I know that some people are so anal that they cannot take a loss. Just like dudes on the block don't want to take a loss. That's why they use toolies. Yo, I'm not trying to take an L. Yeah. I'm not trying to lose. So if I got a buck at him, I'm going to shoot at him. You feel me? So we're going to keep it real gully street now. I'm giving you that. So now, you've had losses. You must have had losses as an amateur. But there had to be something in you. Something that vibed in you that said you ain't losing nada. They may say you've lost, but in your mind you didn't lose. And you continued on. So there's something inside you, this hunger or this analness that you need to say, no, I don't care what anybody say. They can say I lost, but I know I always won. And there's that something that makes you the champion and you are. And I noticed about you, you like to challenge people too. They say, oh, Boo was very arrogant. If I'm a champion and Boo was a champion, he's going to come into my camp and challenge me right in my face. Because Boo Andrade doesn't have the boogeyman complex. You ain't afraid to challenge another brother. Because I've seen you and say, listen, don't worry about fighting him. Worry about fighting me.
Oh, yeah.
Now, as an amateur, did you have loss?
Yeah, I traveled the world, I've been Russia, Moscow, Budapest, Brazil. I've been everywhere, I could keep naming. I got 2 passports.
Good.
But, when you step into these people's backyard, in my mindset is that, I already know what the decisions is going to be. Okay. I already know what the decision is going to be. I'm coming into Brazil, I'm fighting a Brazilian guy, and I'm expecting to win. Mm-hmm. Nah, not really. So, but they gonna remember that Demetrius Andrade was here.
Thank you. That's what
you know what I'm saying. Like they talk about, like, yo, that was a bad MF right there. Like
your presence will be felt.
And that's what that was the message that I was putting out wherever I went. Like, listen, you might have got the decision, but the bumps and bruises that you got going on you,
you're gonna remember me.
Yeah, of course.
You're gonna remember me. Who busted your face, Mr. Andrade? Who knocked you down, Mr. Andrade?
Oh, yeah.
In your hometown, but I beat you up. You may have gotten the decision, but you got a whooping by me.
No, of course.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So, that is what, is where I kept my mind at and not worrying about that. And so people, so got it the other way around. Like, I got to win the decision. If I lose, then did I really get beat up? Mm-hmm. You're second guessing. Nah. Do what you got to do for your presence to be felt.
Right.
Go back to the drawing board and continue to sharpen yourself up, But as far as, like, what were you saying earlier about, taking the loss. Yeah,
because everybody's on this kid. I ain't trying to take an L. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to.
Yo, dude, I had fights in the streets.
Right.
In the park.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Park. When I'm little.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We went back to the park. Right. And said, do you want to go again, or are we friends?
Exactly.
And so, but if, I wasn't in that position to get my butt whooped, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, so you good? All right, we good? All right, cool. Let's go have a good time and have, play ball or whatever it is. And, for me, some of them people became my friends, my best friends, some of the people I fought, early on in my life. So you can't be scared of a loss because you learned from it. Can't
But
be
we make
scared. You
it-
can't be scared of an ass whooping, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
90% of life is how you
Oh,
respond.
You got to, man. You're gonna take
10%
some
is
losses.
only what
You're gonna
happens.
learn from it. You're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
We have this mentality, brother, that everything has to be about winning, winning, winning. And if we get a loss, whoa, it's the world is done ending. I gotta come to your house and block, block, block. Shoot your house up, shoot your mother up, kill your grandmother, grab your kid, throw him out the window. Life is about losses and winning. Somebody got to lose. There's a record. Somebody got to lose. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to cry. Somebody got to die. At the end of the day, we've taken that and we made it sexy to say life is not about losses. It's always got to be a win, win, win by all means necessary. And that by all means necessary, that's why in ACI we got a lot of brothers down there doing 1,000,000 years because of that. You feel me? And I'm glad. Well, we got a phone call. Champion.
Twins now.
The champion knows the baby champion here in the city of Brockton. So we're gonna, shout out to David for always showing love to 102.1 FM, Real Talk and Beyond, with and his mentor, Boo Boo Andrade. Now, Boo Boo, I got this question here. I noticed that Jay-Z wanted to sign you. I don't know if it's a rumor. I don't know if you were really approached. I need you to clarify that. Is it true or not true that Jay-Z wanted to sign you on? Is that correct?
Yeah, there was interest from Rock Nation Sports that they wanted to get into the boxing world and start promoting fights and getting fighters and stuff like that. And yes, I was on their hit list pretty much, and they reached out. Things didn't work out, and I'm here. I really can't talk too much about it because it went to the law, so. Yeah, I gotta leave it at that.
You gotta leave it at that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, your boy, came out with that. Oh yeah.
I love it. I also noticed your fight was HBO with Atlantic Fox. Did I say that correctly? Atlantis Fox. And you were victorious, correct?
Yes. He was 6'5". He weighed in 189 pounds that night. I'm about almost 6'1". I weighed about 72 that night. It was David versus Goliath pretty much that night.
Right.
Again, I showcase that I can beat whoever you put in front of me, big, tall, long, short. I find a way, I find the will, and we make things happen. That's that Cape Verdean blood, you know what I'm saying? That's
that fighter, baby.
Yeah.
That's that, I don't know if it's kachupa or something. That's that stuff that you gotta have inside you, my brother. You gotta dig deep. Just like David and Goliath. Goliath was big and David was small. But David knew that he had to rock his world, but he couldn't rock him with his hands, but he rocked him with a slingshot. But he had to dig deep, and he asked God, give me the strength to knock this guy out. And you had Goliath, this big mammoth of a man in front of you, and you had to do what you needed to do. So you needed to dig deep. You couldn't call your father or your mans or Mr. Christopher here, the mouth of Atlanta that we love, Mr. Media, worldwide, Cape Verdean worldwide, international. You couldn't call on anybody. You had to dig deep, my brother. And that's what separates you from the average. You knew what you needed to do to get that win. And what did we talk about earlier? Whether you win by decision or whether some feel that you won, they won, but they're going to remember you because they're going to remember that whooping that you put on them. You feel me? So they may say when they leave, they say, wow, what happened to your face? This Cape Verdean guy out of Rhode Island just beat the hell out of him. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're going to know. They're going to have to recognize. Like on the block, we say, you better recognize. What did my brother say when he went? He said, put some respect on my name. You feel me? Put some respect on my name. So in your instant, he had to put some respect on your name, Mr. Fox. the galactic person he was.
And that was my first time fighting at 160 pounds too. I went up from 54 to 160.
Now it's fair to say you started off as a welterweight.
No, it's junior middle.
Junior middleweight.
Yeah.
And then you moved up in weight. Why did you move up in weight?
Nobody wanted to fight. You know, it was difficult for me to get fights at 154 pounds. You know, as we get older, you know what I'm saying, you know, our bodies change and we get mature at a certain point when we're 29, 30, become a man, get manhood, like real strength, real power.
Right.
You know? It's difficult to, you know, make weight and kill yourself for me, it was like I'm killing myself to hang around this weight class and nothing's happened. Like I'm getting no action right now. Nobody's stepping up to the plate because at the end of the day, it takes two to tangle.
That's right.
You know. So I figured let me go get on a new challenge. Let me go up to 160 and see what type of situation I can get myself into, and maybe go back down to 154 after I do that. But after I got in the ring, I felt like, you know what, I don't want to go through that no more. So I'm staying at 160. I'm putting on the proper weight and muscle, so they can be like, goddamn, that boy good. Shit.
Now they were
160.
They were afraid of you.
He's fast.
They were afraid of you, and you was a lower weight.
Yeah.
And now you find at an upper weight, do they still fear you, or they? We know that you have more action now. You're getting a lot more fights now than you did before. Okay? I'm gonna say some things to you, and I watched some fights that I wasn't really crazy about. Not to attack you, but I just have to give you my vision of what I seen. And I told Chris, I'm gonna keep it real funky with you.
Hundo.
That's how I am, you know. And I know you like that. I got to give it to you. I know your last knockout was Willie Nelson, correct?
Yeah.
You knocked him out. I was like, wow, that's my man's. He's knocking dudes out. Then I think you had a fight in Russia or Germany. I wasn't crazy about that fight.
Yeah.
Because I felt you wasn't aggressive enough as I thought you could be. All right? You won. All hail. My CB brother, you pulled it off. But me and David, we sat back and I said, man, because you know, when I see you, I like that fire. I like that boldness in your face. I'm going to tear your whoop up. You feel me? And you're going to recognize me. And you got the hands of Ali. You feel me? But after I watched that fight, I sat back. I said, wow. I seen it. And you were doing, you did your due diligence. You put in the work that you need to. But I felt you could have been a little more aggressive. And I wanted you to tear his whoop. You know, I got to do that little whoop because, you know what I'm saying? I don't need people to start calling, whoa, he's using, sorry? So tell me about that fight in Germany that I felt was lackluster. Lackluster. And you might say, yo, Joey's crazy. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Yeah. I just felt it was lackluster. I wasn't like, woo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
Expound.
Yeah, you know, I have no excuses. You know, I put the step foot forward that night.
Right.
You know, I was going against a lot. You know, I'm like I said, I'm not here to make excuses. At the end of the day, I got in the ring and pulled it off. Not to take anything. Like when you're asking me to take things away from the fighter. The kid was a very good fighter. Mm-hmm. You know, and it goes back to this. Like I was in Germany.
Yeah. I
didn't have none of the supplements. I didn't have the food. I didn't have none of the stuff that I'm used to rehydrate, the proper stuff. That was lacking that, and so I didn't get that. And so when I was in the ring, first round, even before I wasn't feeling good. I was catching cramps in my legs. So I was fighting myself, fighting him, and fighting everybody else around.
Yeah, because I felt that wasn't wasn't at your 100.
No, yeah, I wasn't. You know, and it is what it is. You know, I did what I had to do. I was in a fight.
Yes, you was.
And I did what I had to do to win, dealing with the problems that I was dealing with, and so. The dog came out, you know.
Ding, ding, ding.
And I put my best foot forward. I put my best foot forward, and I did enough to win. Was it the best fight I had? No, of course not. You know, I'm of course not. We all don't have every fight is the best. Like, you know, we try to keep up to make sure the last fight that we have, we do better. And I did that after I got in the ring. After, you know, moving up to 160, I felt, you know, rehydrated at 160. It felt good. You know, I felt like, you know, I could be a little more stronger, but that's gonna take time. But I got in there and I handled your boy that was 6'5", and that was a professional. That was a professional 12-round action fight for somebody his size, his length, 80-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? Versus mine. So I did what I had to do. But yeah, the fight in Germany, I was going against so much myself. Not to take anything from him.
Yeah.
But I did what I had to do.
There you go. All right. That explains, like I said, because I know the Boo Boo that's got this fire, this bigger than life, this Sugar Ray, this Ali, this person that I see that's full of fire, willing to challenge whoever.
Deontay Wilder.
Hello.
Anthony Joshua.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about that too.
That's funny.
Now, black player, you feel me? And today, because of a little mentorship and a lot of love, we've worked with him for a long time. He's become the man that he is. Now he's a bodybuilder.
Nice.
And now he helps younger brothers, just like I reached out, reach one, touch one, help one. Reach one, touch one, help one. I did that with my brother there, and when he came home out the penitentiary, we reached out to him, we helped him, we showed him some love, and we wasn't there to tell him what he wanted to hear. We was there to tell him what he needed to hear. And God is good, man. Brother's doing real well now. He's working with younger brothers and other cats, just showing them it's not always about this, you feel me? It's about elevating the game to the next level, and he's doing really well, man. He came for nothing. Now he has a little bit of something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, all praises due. My brother's doing real good, so he's definitely somebody that's always showing support. And that being said, how will you feel you're being embraced in the Cape Verdean community?
You know, it's difficult because, early in my career, I wasn't really, out saying Cape Verde as much as I am now. Because I thought they was already following. I thought they was already there.
No.
And I see that they wasn't. And I see that.
I was crazy.
Yeah, it was bizarre to me. So just to let them know, like, yo, you guys don't understand what you have.
That's right.
And it's fortunate. I'm fortunate enough. It's me. Like, you know what I mean? It's me again.
That's right.
I'm here. I'm the guy.
That's right.
That's trying to let people know about our country because they don't know.
They don't.
You be like, yo, you Cape Verdean. What's that?
Devastating.
I had one brother in Miami. I said, I'm Cape Verdean. He said, what is that, a food?
Yeah.
I said, brother, this ain't no sandwich, brother. I'm from the west coast of Africa, brother.
Yeah.
Well, you don't look to me. You look Puerto Rican to me, man. I said, I may look Puerto Rican. You feel me? But I'm not. I said, my family's African. My grandfather fought in World War I in the black infantry in 1903. You feel me? Yeah. So, sure, I may look Puerto Rican. My mother's your complexion, and my sister's her complexion, and my daddy was his complexion. But at the end of the day, we are African. We are African. We need to embrace our Africanness and not our colonizers who came to West Africa and bring Africans there, but we were there before they landed. And we had a civilization before they conquered. But they really didn't conquer because we were there already. So we were free African brothers. And then, the Moors came to our country, our Arab brothers, and Indians came along the way. The Portuguese came with the slave trade, just like they came to other African countries and slaved us and made us brain dead in the sense that we became colonizers. We started loving those who abuse us. Yeah. That's why we have that in race. My sister's dark skinned, but she don't talk to, no, she's cool, but the light skinned ones don't want to talk to my dark skinned sister. And my grandfather, who was dark skinned, they put him in the black regiment, but they call him a funny kind of Negro because he was dark skinned with wavy hair, because that's the process of the rape and the colonizing. Yeah. So that being said, I'm not going to get Farrakhan on you, but I got to keep it a buck. I have to school those who think they're other and forget that they are African also, as they were raped along the way by the colonizers. That's a whole different story, but we didn't come here. But it just hurts me when I say your name and he is not embraced by his people. If I say who's the soccer team, everybody in their mother, oh, soccer team. Here we got you, a champion of the world.
One man.
And I say, boo-boo Andre, and they look at me like they brain dead or they high off Henny. I mean, come on, my brother.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We're not doing our due diligence to check you out and to embrace you. The best love is to be embraced by your people. May they, in your in-house your folks. I mean, let's keep it real. It's a beautiful thing to go outside. Hey, you like a cachupa? Yes. I grew up on cachupa. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I asked it, and that's really the reason I wanted you here. Not because of your greatness, but I really truly feel that when I say Bubu Andrade Demetrius, Bubu Andrade, you are Cape Verdean. That's a Cape Verdean name. Now we know your father was Cape Verdean, your mother was African American.
Yeah.
So you got the love of both. You're African Dosbis twice. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I know you embrace your mother's side just like you embrace your father's side. But I feel that we need, and shout out to Max and shout out to everybody listening to us on Facebook. As we embrace soccer and other nonsense, that's right. We need to embrace our brother here because he is opening the gates for us.
Those arcade games back.
And just like the Tavares singing group, it only takes a minute, girl. When they asked the Tavares, oh, excuse me, are you African American? They said, yes, we are African, West African from Cape Verde Islands. And that was on the Merv Griffin show in 1975. And they said, a Cape Verdean, what is that? You look different to us. They said, no, we ain't different. Daddy was the African, Mummy was the African, and we're from West Africa, an island called Cape Verde, which was colonized and has 10 islands. So I'm glad, brother. Never forget where you come from. I don't care how much money you get, 300,000, 400,000, $60 million. When I see you one day in Vegas, and you're going to say that mouth of Joey G, and I embrace you and say, "Nya Criollo, my Cape Verdean, my Cape Verdean brother, my African brother," I'm going to mean it from the heart. But not just for me to embrace you. I want them to watch this video, whether they love me or not. Hate me if you will. But we gonna keep it a buck. I would really love our people to embrace you the way they're supposed to embrace you. Just like you embrace the soccer team and you embrace football, and Mr. Football here, Christopher out of Atlanta, aka born and raised in Brockton, but let you know, one, he's Cape Verdean, two, he's a champion in his own city, in his own right, but you're gonna recognize he's Cape Verdean also.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want, and that's what this whole interview is about. We love everything you've done and you're going to continue to do. But never to forget and never let them forget what you are, where you come from, and the beauty that you have on both sides. Whether it's your mother's side, but we know Mr. Andrade was no joke. And because of his hard work and his due diligence, you are what you are today because of Pops. So we salute your father, we salute your mother, and I salute you as a Cape Verdean African brother sitting in front of me, not trying to be something different, but you are what you are until death do you part. You are African, you are Cape Verdean, you are African American, and you're going to rise up. So when we do this, power to the people, power to Cabral, the great revolutionary, power to our brother here who represents us worldwide. Worldwide. You got that? Worldwide. He represents us as a people.
Worldwide.
In closing, who do you want to box next?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, man. You know, I got a hit list. We know
that.
I got a hit list, you know. I used to say, I want to fight people that say that they're the best.
Yes.
I used to say that. Just so I can show them that they're not the best. But everybody's saying I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. But nobody's actually fighting the best. You know, there's a few people doing that. I think the best fighters right now in the 160-pound weight division, one is Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs.
Two, you got the Canelos, you got the Triple Gs. They're the most popular fighters.
Yeah, I'm hearing this guy, Triple G.
They're the most
Triple
popular
G.
fighters right now.
I heard you called Triple G out. Is that correct?
Yeah, when Canelo got caught using drugs,
That's true. Expose him.
you know what I'm saying?
You can expose him.
Yeah, of course, steroids.
Expose him.
Ding, ding, ding.
Enhancement, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's already a tough business, so now you're trying to be a robot fighting a human being. Like, how is that possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already a hurt business.
That's right.
You trying to hurt somebody some more because you ain't got it in you.
Hello.
Because you ain't, because you've lacked somewhere. You doubt yourself, so you got to take something to try to make you overcome that and feel better and be able to dethrone somebody. That's unfair. I'm clean. I'm organic.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. There's no chemicals in you, my brother.
Other than some tattoo, got some ink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, So yeah, Triple G. You know, he that fight got canceled because Canelo got caught 3 times. 3 different occasions, you know, like within like three months from each other. So I was the first one to step up and be like, yo, I'll fight Triple G. I'll take that. That's the fight that people really want to see.
Hello.
Like,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. A lot of people are talking about that.
Of course.
They want to see you and Triple G, mix it up for real. Real.
People want to see these guys actually get in the ring with somebody because you can't really name anybody he's been in that was nice.
That's right.
Or good.
Right.
Or have that resume like I do. I don't have the I don't have the biggest resume because I'm not getting the biggest fights right now. The top guys are not getting in there with me, so I'm getting in there with whoever I can at the time who's willing to get in there, and they got more balls than them because they're willing to say at least they can say they got in there with Demetrius Andrade, and that boy's bad.
That's right. You put a hurting on me.
Yeah.
And you better recognize.
No, yeah.
Recognize.
We know what we sign up for.
Put some respect on your name.
Yeah, of course.
Put some respect on your name.
Put some respect on it.
There you go. That's what I'm
Ding,
talking
ding,
about.
ding.
Matter of fact, next time you win a fight, which I know is going to be soon, whether it's Triple G, Triple D, Triple B, Triple A, or Triple 9, whatever it is, after you whoop him, I want you to stand over and say, listen, sucker, put some respect on my name.
Yeah, got you.
Come on, let's keep it a buck.
Got you.
I want that to be, if I have to make you a t-shirt, put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
But I feel they don't really respect you the way they should. I don't know if that's Hollywood. I don't know who you got to do what and what big entourage. I mean, we know that Mayweather has this machine behind him with millions and millions of dollars, and he got this one, and he had 50, and Dippy, and Skippy, and John. He got all these other folks. Let's keep it real. I don't see you running with 50, Dippy, and Dawn, and Triple X, and Super D, and Super Thing, and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, we know your greatness. We know what you can do. You know where you can go, and you know how far you need to take it. Do you need this money machine behind you to take you to that real level of a Triple G or even beyond?
Yeah, it's business. At the end of the day, it's a business for them. Like the money's behind it because it's a business. They got to be treated like a business. And I'm gonna say it like this guy. Tom said it in an article. I got lukewarm promoters. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep them like that. And they not the hottest. They don't got the dates right now with the TV. They don't got the venues like these other guys and other promoters do right now. But we do the best we can as far as making a name for ourselves. They had Diego Corrales in their time. You know what I'm saying? They had Antonio Tava.
Right.
They had guys. They had guys. They had guys once every maybe 3 years. They had guys. But when you're dealing with like Mayweather, you got with Top Rank. You're dealing with people that's been there that has all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between having 1 or 2 guys every 3 years versus having every guy every year. You know what I'm saying? Line them up. Oh, you want this guy on TV to fight? You want Floyd to fight on TV? Well, you're gonna have to put this guy and 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 this guy on as well, if you want that. And so that's how it works. So do I need that to move forward? Yeah, definitely. You know, I already paved my way. I established myself without that. Now, if that comes behind me, then you know what we're talking.
Are you with a organization group called Star Promotions? No?
Yeah, it's Star Promotion and the other one is Banner Promotions.
Do you feel they're pushing you out there the way you should be pushed, or they're laxy-daisy? Some feel that they're laxy-daisy, let's keep it buck, and you're not really being pushed the way you should be pushed out there to the public. Now, I got to keep it funky. I've heard that. Yo, I don't know who he's working with, but they're not pushing my brother the way he's supposed to, like they push the Mayfeathers and Wayweathers and everybody else is being pushed out there. You're like, you need to expound on that for me.
I mean, I can only say so much. You know,
All right,
You know,
okay.
at the end of the day, we you know, in business, you sign contracts,
Right.
non-disclosures, and stuff like that. So I only can say so much. But like I said, I got lukewarm promoters, and you know, when they don't have no venues,
All right.
they have no TV dates,
Okay.
they have no clout. It's hard for me to get on unless I'm fighting against Mayweather's guy on Mayweather's card, and that's what I'm fighting against. And that's been going on for my career. Like I have really never been on my own promoter's cards. You know, it's just it is what it is. It's facts. You know, and I can speak that. My last fight was on a Golden Boy card versus another guy's promoter. Not my promoters, not my date, not my TV. So, you know, yeah, it's time to just like in high school, right?
Right.
You got high school football.
Yep.
You got the coaches.
Yep.
The coaches get you so far, and then you go to college,
True.
and then you have the college coaches.
Yes.
Right.
Christopher knows about
You know, right? You have two different level
That's right.
of competition, brains, machines. So you have to let the man go to college. You know what I'm saying? So he can grow and grind. And in this business, they want to hold on to you. They want to, you know, they want to climb onto your back and be like, we did it, we did it, we did it. When at the end of the day, I did it.
That's right.
You know, and at this point right now, you know, things are going to change in my life pretty soon. You know, can't wait to be
Very
free.
soon, very soon.
My name ain't Toby no more. It's Kunta.
Very imminent.
You know what I mean? 12 years of slaves is gonna be over. I'm free, baby. It's gonna be a free man. You know, so you know, soon when it's official, you know what I'm saying?
Soon and very soon.
Announcement will be clear.
Very, very soon.
But you know, at the end of the day, I became 2-time world champion with the promoters I have.
We're humble too.
They
We're
did-
humble.
they- they
We're
did-
humble.
They did the best they can, but it's time to, like, you know, put the past in the past and move on, and so I can have a bright future and take care of my family and let the people know, like, look what I went through, and I'm still here. I ain't going anywhere. I'm still here.
Right, still
Like, I'm
standing.
still right here. You can't, listen, the cream always rises to the top.
That's right. That's
It
right.
always rises to the top.
That's right.
So here I am.
There you
And the
go.
cream is rising.
I don't know if we have. Hello, anybody on the phone? Yo, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Killer P, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to you and the Cape Verdean beautiful people, brother.
This world that is unfortunate that they don't understand because people don't want to work hard, man. You got to work hard. You got to get up every morning and work.
That's right.
You got to get up. Nobody tells me to go run. Nobody tells me I got to go to the gym. Nobody
Right.
tells me what I got to do. I tell them, like, yo, meet me here at this time. If
Bang,
not,
bang.
whatever.
Ding, ding, ding.
Like, so you got to put in yourself, man, to get up and do what you need to do because nobody's going to do it for you. And I can't want for you. Yeah, I want you to, you know, be great. I want you guys to be happy in life, but I can't want for you. We need to want for yourself, man. And I want for myself, and I want to show people how to want for themselves. And wanting for yourself is doing what you need to do, how you feel like you need to do it. And if some people don't understand because in their eyes it might be bad, in the long run, they're going to see that you did what you had to do to be good. So, you know.
That's right, and that's real talk. Real talk. We got to give a shout out.
18
definitely
bros,
to Killer
18
P.
brothers.
Killer
It's me
P
again.
For calling
Cash me
in
again.
all the way from Texas,
Oh, yeah.
Killer.
We get Cassie, we get jobs.
Telephone difficulties.
Self-reliant
We're
individuals.
suffering some telephone difficulties, but you know how it is in the hood. But like I said, but we out here. Killer P, shout out to him and the Cape Verdean beautiful people. Everybody that supports my brother Boo Boo, and I mean really supports him because out of love and love for the culture and love for my brother to want to see the A team succeed.
Empowerment.
And we remember when he eats, everyone eats, but it's not about always eating. It's sitting back and not looking at it on a monetary level, but looking at it more on a spiritual and a national level. That when we see our brother rise, like I said, we raise our hand in solidarity to say that our brother is doing major things for us as the people of color, black, white, Chinese, or other. He's doing big things for us and he's making us proud. I'm proud of you. And in closing, because we got to get up out of here,
World champion.
I got something to give you too, and I want you, because you said it in a few times in your statement, what kept you together. And I know it ain't really sexy, God ain't sexy, but at the end of the day, like I tell these little dudes, every time you get shot, and I got to go see you in the emergency room, the first thing you say is, God, don't let me die, or call my mother. Yo, dog, call my mother. I don't want to die. God, don't let me die. So that not being sexy in our culture, I want to give you this, brother. I make t-shirts for a living, and I thought of you. So I want you to wear that, and I want you to see that. I want you to see that. It says OG, but I say OG, but I say OG in a different way. And OG on this side says what? Only God. So I want you to rock this and remember that. Through the grace of God. That's why you're here, my brother.
Yeah, appreciate
You feel
that.
me?
Appreciate that.
So I made that 6 o'clock this morning for you
thank you.
because I said I see how you rock, man, and I know you always give praise. You know,
oh yeah,
give
definitely.
praise where it's due.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right,
we also,
because you know you
got
didn't get here
something
by
for you too.
yourself.
man.
Well, you didn't get here by yourself, my brother.
Yeah, definitely.
So like I said, when I see, I pray for you. Like I want to see you blossom. Yeah, sure you're gonna blossom, you know, with the materials, but I want to see you blossom spiritually to understand where you come from. And remember, there's a lot of little shorties. That goes for Chris too. A lot of brothers are clocking you and watching y'all because you came from the hood and you're blowing up like throw up. And as you're blowing up like throw up, you got to remember that there's other little brothers like little David Ribeiro. There's a Max. There's brothers that are watching you, and they living through you. They want to see you represent with character. We don't need another Crosby Boo-Boo. You feel me?
Two-time world
I
champion.
need you to be in news because you broke somebody or touched somebody. We need you to grow in your profession where young brothers of color can say, that's my dude for real. Because we need role models, positive role models, brother. I can give you a pistol right now. We can go to the car and give you a 25 automatic. But at the end of the day, I'm doing you a disservice by doing that. Because I know I want to see you rise like coffee. What do we say? You put cream in coffee, what did it do? It rises up.
Rises to the top, man.
And that being said, my brother, we wish you the best. Continue being that role model for my little Davids and other brothers that are out there in that gym, that are bubbling it up, doing their little thing, watching you. Because I notice when I watch you, there's a man on your wall. And his name is Ali, Muhammad Ali. And I see you hitting that and that's that brother there. And there's other brothers on that wall that inspire you.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So whether you want to or not, you're a role model. And here at 102.1 FM, Real Talk and Beyond, in Cape Verdean, it's called Conversa Verdade. That means real talk, but we keep it gutter. He knows. Hey. We're not the most, everybody don't love us, but at the end of the day,
come on, man, look at us.
That's all right. But we speak from the heart. We say what we say. We mean what we say, and we'll die for what we believe in. That being said, man, it's a blessing to have you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. God
it's a
bless.
blessing. Continue doing what you're doing. I hope we continue to communicate, continue to uplift the A-team, and put you where you need to be. So when they talking about Brazilian TV, they talking about my brother Andrade over there, representing for those brothers who feel they have no hope and no inspiration. Because we got a generation, my brother, who the only thing that they look at is that pistol and that paper and them narcotics. We need to rechannel that And this is from a brother from the block that hold that Glock, know how it is going to the penitentiary with things on my hands that I'm not proud about. But at the end of the day, I can sit back and honestly say it's about legacy. So when you dead and gone, they're going to either say you was a sucker, a buster, or you was a real one who never got too big shot and thought he was too great of a man that he couldn't touch down at a younger brother and say, listen, let me help you, my brother. So that being said, that's the attitude of gratitude I want you to have. And I know you have it because I hear you. Because every time you say it's because of God, that's why I'm here, my brother. Because my father, that's why I'm here, my brother. Because my mother, that's why I'm here, my brother. But at the end of the day, you know where you come from. So that's real talk, my brother, for real. And that's why we love you, man. And not because of who you are. And I'm not here to butter you up and make you think you better than. No. To me, you're just a regular brother who's humble, but who's hungry to make something and not become a statistic and not live a legacy of lies and deceit and gave nothing back to his community. But you was a fly boy or a gang boy or this boy or that. I don't praise them kind of cats no more. I praise cats that go through the struggle like you did, that got in that gym at 6 years old and said, I want more. I look at this brother here that came out the hood and said, I'm going to be an all-star. Whether you love me or you hate me, I am what I am, what I am. And that's what I love about you. You are what you are, but you know how to give praise where it's due. And like David just called you, you could have said, I ain't want to talk to that sucker. No, you said, listen, that's my little brother. That's my little dude. Let's link up. Let's talk up. That's what it's about. Attitude of gratitude. Don't let no money, no chick, no nothing, no Vegas, nothing take that away from you. Because if it does, they've castrated you and you're going to forget where you come from, my brother.
Seven devils.
Exactly. We know about the seven devils. We know how dudes get caught up, trapped up, lose everything and have no legacy of giving back. Always give back until it hurts. You know why? Because when you're dead and gone, they ain't gonna know about how many cars you had, or how sexy you thought you was, or how cute you thought you was. They're gonna remember that little boy gonna say, that's that little brother, that's that brother there that always, when I seen Demetrius boo-boo, he was always there to talk to me. He was always there to give me advice. He was always, if I was hungry, he made sure I had something. See, I come from a different generation. When dudes got money, we always took care of the little ones. We didn't want them to go through the pain that we had to go through. And that's what I know that you don't want to happen to the young brothers. But you see it. You're still young. You're in your 30s. But at the end of the day, attitude of gratitude, give it away. Represent for the brothers on the block who have nothing but a Glock and no hope. So when they see you and they look up, they say, that's my dude right there. He's doing major things and he did it the right way. Let's make sexy the right way. Because going to the penitentiary is not sexy, my brother.
At all.
Can't say no more. Listen, it's all love, my brother.
Yeah.
All love. All love. 102.1 FM, it's all about love, my brother. 102.1 is about love, man. And we're blessed to have you. We're blessed to have you, Chris. We're blessed to have the A-Team. All of y'all that came down. It's been a blessing. Everybody that's watching us on 102.1 Facebook Live. Milton, everyone that calls or afraid to call or embarrassed to call, at the end of the day, y'all got to put respect on his name.
Put some respect on my name.
Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, champion with 2 belts, 3 belts, and it'll be even more. But he's a humble brother, a good brother that we all was going to embrace. And we will embrace you and support you here at 102.1 FM. Can't say no more. Listen, brother, it's been real.
Hit him with the slogan.
Thank you.
It's me again, man.
Thank you.
It's me again.
Oh, yeah. It's me again. It's me again.
That's right.
I'm
It's
here.
me again, man.
Catch me again.
Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. We are signing out. Everyone, man, it's been a blessing that's watched us, listened to us, and continue to realize real talk and beyond. Conversa verdade. That's what we talk about. Real talk. If you don't want real talk, go to another show. But if you want some real talk, 102.1 FM, Brockton FM, Joey G, in the house to set you free from chaos and misery, 102.1 FM.
This is your boy DJ Millie.
Yeah, got Moss.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Pracazul. Yo, today's guest, this is a special one, man. When you think of this guy, you think the words legend. You think these are facts. World champion, all right? Olympian, right?
Oh yeah.
His stats, his records, his pro stats are 25-0 right now.
Oh yeah.
16 KOs. 16?
Yeah, 16. 16.
That's it. And counting.
We have the one and only undefeated Demetrius Boo Andrade in the house tonight, everybody. Yeah. Dope. Demetrius, welcome, man.
Yeah, thank
welcome,
you, man.
welcome.
Thank you.
We are super excited to have you on the show today. Before we start, I'm gonna say your name one more time because I know there's a bunch of our Cape Verdean people out there thinking, hey, I don't know how to say your name in Cape Verdean. Demetrius Andrade in the house, okay? Just so you guys know. Let's talk about, we're gonna talk about it all, man. We're gonna talk about the stuff that you've done already. We're gonna talk about what you're doing right now. You know, we're gonna talk about your A-team. We got your man Christopher in the house right here. CJ, say what's up, man.
What's going on, Cape Verdeans?
Definitely. But we're gonna start at the beginning, man. Let's talk about the first time you put on your boxing gloves. When was this?
Yeah, I was 4 years old when I actually stepped into the gym. You know, my dad trained me, and my other brothers.
Yeah.
My brother's 4 years older than me, so you know he was 8 at the time.
Okay.
And so you know they was already going to the gym. So I used to go to the gym and just have fun, play around,
Yeah.
go get in the ring and be jumping off the top rope like Jake the Snake. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Just having fun, like being a little kid. And
Dope.
you know, as the time went on, I started like learning a little bit about the skills, the development, going through them stages. And at 6 years old, that's when I got in the ring and had my first fight.
Okay. Then how did your pops even got to it? Was he a fighter as well when he was young or what?
Nah, he was just training people. He
Oh,
was a
dope.
trainer, and he was just a fan of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at it also as, you know, taking his kids out the way of,
Street?
you know,
Yeah.
being in the trouble and giving us something to do every day. That's
Exactly.
routine after school.
Dope.
And so, you know, it just became a lifestyle of mine. And
That's amazing.
Here I
man.
am now.
That's amazing. Because you're from the streets of Providence, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
I grew up right on Broad Street.
Broad Street.
1087 Broad Street.
Rah.
18
Shout out.
years.
I wasn't growing up there, man.
I mean, you know, rough, tough,
Yeah.
you know, but
Ding,
a lot
ding,
of love
ding.
too, though. A lot of love too, though. You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of love out there, but it's also rough too. But
Okay.
with my experience, man, you know, where my dad put me in the gym and other sports, I did football, I did play a little bit of basketball, just keeping me active where I had no time to know what's going on out
Okay.
there, getting into any trouble. At the end of the day, we all grow up, we're gonna have
Exactly.
friends, we're gonna do these things, we're gonna,
Exactly.
you know, but the morals that I was being installed with me was, you know, stay away from that.
Exactly. So when was it that you decided, wait a minute, this is something that, because you said your brother was in it too,
Yeah.
but there was a time that came that you were like, everybody saw that you were the natural guy, that you had the skill. When was it that you said, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Every day I went to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got better and better?
Like if I didn't go to the gym because like my dad or something happened at school, my dad was like, oh, you're not going to school, you're not going to the gym because you was acting up. I used to walk. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like it had. Like I had to get to the gym. You know,
Yeah.
it was just part of my life already. So
That's crazy.
You know,
That's
well, as
crazy.
time went on, you know, I started winning fights.
Okay.
You know, winning national tournaments, and then once I started winning national tournaments, and the people in the boxing world started paying attention.
Yep.
And noticing like what skills I have and stuff, and me myself noticing that they're noticing. I was
Yeah.
like, I can.
You got something
definitely.
here.
There's something going on
You
here
got
now.
something here. You got something here.
It's magic hands, baby.
Yeah. Nah, because
Can't stop throwing these hands.
quick. Nah, because when I was doing the research, this is people that are really like pro boxers, like critics really saying that you're like a future Hall of Famer. That's how they see you. So that's a big deal, man. And your trainer, Mike.
Yeah, Mike Veloz.
Mike Veloz? Yeah, how long are you guys? When did you guys connect?
We connected around like when I was like 13, 14 years old. He was
Oh,
actually in the
yeah.
same gym
Oh,
as I, and he was like working out there. He was there to be a boxer.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was the young teen just going around the gym trying to beat up everybody. Like, come on, let's mess around.
Dope.
And as time went on, he decided to be a trainer, and you know, me and my dad, like, you know, brought him on to help him grow and learn, and he's helping me, you know, stay sharp and do what I have to do, and we're on a mission.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now you're a southpaw style fighter.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Was that something you started out with, or you developed into that?
Yeah, my dad was, so there was this other kid in the gym that was southpaw, so my dad wasn't trying to, you know, have me go right in and have him go southpaw and teach us at the same time.
Yeah.
So he just switched me up southpaw, and ever since I was fighting, it's just been.
It's my favorite style, man. To be honest, I love seeing a fighter like that because it just makes it more entertaining, man. I really love that. I really love that. So talk about your training, man. How intense is your training? Like, I mean, how do you stay focused, bro? Because you're not gonna say it, but you're a big deal, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you see, you're around celebrities, you're around that world too. How do you stay focused every time to keep your body healthy and just keep going?
Just knowing that, you know, for me, it's not the end.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
You know, I got a lot more to prove to myself and others, and I want to let my family know, like, there's never enough. Like, you can never just be like, oh, I made it to Olympics, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 2-time world champion, I'm done. Like, once you start hitting them marks and them goals, it's like, yo, what else? How much more can I bring myself and push myself to be as great as I want to be? You know.
Okay.
So it's up to me to get up and go handle what I gotta handle, because, you know, at the end of the day, nobody tells me to get up and go run. Nobody tells me to go to the gym and do what I do.
It's all you, man.
So, you know, all I could do is point the finger at me at the end of the day, as far as, like, you know, good credit, bad credit. But I do have a strong team around me that keeps me, you know, mentally sound. You know what I'm saying? Foundation. Like, I can't do it without them.
Yep.
You know, but as far as, like, you know, somebody need to be on my tail, I don't need that. You know
no, of course not. You're in that ring by yourself anyway, so
course,
you know it has to come from before that even. But how much? Like, how is your training schedule? Is it like 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day?
It all depends on you know. If I'm not fighting, have no fights coming up, I at least try to be in the gym 3 times a week.
Okay.
And then, you know, it'll be like a boxing.
Yeah.
One day, maybe yoga or something. You know what I'm saying? Keep myself from getting injured, and then strength and conditioning.
Cardio.
You know, and then as far as when there's a camp, you know, like a fight coming up, we call it the camp. I'm in the gym maybe 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? I get up, I do my strength and conditioning around like 2, maybe like 2 hours, rest, get back in the box gym for 6.
Okay.
And then midnight, 1, depending on where we are in Florida, we go hit them streets with the bikes. You know what I'm saying? Get that motivation at night. Houses, cars, you know what I'm saying? Just a little material thing just to keep your mind set. So we go on like a 30-mile bike ride or something.
Okay. So what was the gym that you started at? What was the name of that gym?
It was called Cranston Boxing.
Still there?
Boxing. No, it's not there.
It's not there.
The building's still there. You know what I'm saying? That was my dad's gym. Like the gym that I was in when I was younger. My dad ran it. It was my dad's gym. And as time went on, you know, of course, like, you know, locations moved.
Exactly. Because where are you at right now?
Like, as far as like gyms, I go to Big 6 Boxing Academy in Providence, in Douglas, and then in New Bedford, I go to Hot Performance.
Okay.
My man Sharik Mendes is my strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
And then, you know, when I'm in Florida or California, I got Victor Conti from Snack. He's a California guy. Yeah. He's my supplement man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I have, you know, nutritionist values and stuff like that.
Get the right, get the right food in, definitely.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah, I got them all over, man. We all over, man.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Where you from?
Where you from?
Where you from? You Cape Verdean. Where you from?
I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, right? My family's from Sunny Cloud and Brava.
Oh,
grandma,
yeah,
my grandma.
Sunny Cloud.
My grandma and my grandpa.
That's where my dad's from.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
and so my dad, you know what I'm saying, they came here, my dad and you know, his sisters, whatever, you know, they spoke the language and all that. Yeah. My dad ended up having me with, you know, African lady, black American African lady, you know what I'm saying? And I came out, you know what I'm saying? This fine piece of thing right here, you know, I could throw them too.
Exactly.
And,
it's a fine mixture.
Piece of biscuit.
Yeah, so so we lack that department because, you know, my dad's out working.
Yeah.
He's the only one that spoke Creole. You know, my mom's American, English, you know, and, you know, she used to just.
That's it, man. You're a champ anyway.
Stop eating all that food. Stay out the snack drawer.
So, I can kind of guess by your style of fighting, but still I got to ask you, where did the name Boo Boo come from?
It's funny, man. I used to just run outside all day and just come home in the house and always crying when I got a boo-boo, man. Like,
that's it? That's it.
And he started delivering them.
I know.
Bruising.
That's crazy. And I thought it was some, the pickable style or whatever because your style is so, so smooth. But okay.
Running out there, climbing trees, jumping off roofs. You know what I'm saying? Bust my ass, come home like, ah.
That's crazy. Yo, you've done so much, man. You just scratching the surface. But what's been like your biggest accomplishment today as a boxer? What was something that you really hold?
I think for me, a lot of people might say, like winning a world title, and that's big.
That is
but
huge.
going to the Olympics,
That was huge.
it's not easy. Going into a world title bout and pulling it off, that's anybody can have that chance. You know what I'm saying? There's a possibility that anybody can be able to get in there if they maneuver you the right way. But to get to the Olympics,
That was huge.
it's a whole nother ballgame. It's a whole nother ballgame. Because
Okay.
you not only got to fight for your spot in the U.S., and then they have like a tournament World Cup where you got to fight people in the world, and you have to place like 3 to go to the Olympics for the USA. So it wasn't easy, man.
And that's how many fights? That's like, what, in a week? How many fights do you do? Just
5. You
Five
got
fights.
5
Oh.
weeks. That's 5
crazy.
fights a week.
That's crazy.
If you got to buy, then you got the day off. If not, if the bracket was full, your weight class, you fought every day, man.
Okay.
And you had to weigh in every day too. Make weight. So imagine
real, you
making
can't do
weight on Monday morning
Eat up.
like this, starving, eating, fighting, and then you gotta get on the scale and be like how much you weigh because you won, and then might not be able to eat. You gotta get up in the morning early, so
That's
it's
crazy. That is a challenge. I can see that.
it's
I can see
discipline,
that.
man.
I can see
You
that. I
know?
can see that. So you're 25-0 right now. 25-0 as a pro fighter. Which opponent would you say thought you most like? That was a fight that you really learned a lot from. That you learned a lot from yourself because you gave him the business. So, but you grew as that fight again.
A few fights, I believe Chris Chapman, this guy I fought. I was maybe 5-0, 6-0. I kind of like, I did like a move, and he like brought my head down, and my head hit his knee. Boom, boom. So I get up, like I raise my head. Everything's just like how it is now, blurry. You know what I'm saying? Like with the light in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just blurry. And so in your mind you're like, holy shit. And then your body's doing one thing, so you kind of figure out how to put it back together and also
he's coming
survive.
at you. Yeah.
And so I learned in that fight how to, get close to somebody, hold them, smother them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get them little short shots in there, and do whatever I was able to do because of the vision being blurry.
Yeah.
A little head trauma. You know what I'm saying? To the knee, like that's not.
Yeah, of course. All right, that's
And then,
crazy.
Soldier.
Vanes Monterosian, when I first won the belt,
That was a big fight,
2013. First round, I'm like failing him out, and I see that he's not doing something, so I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a quick night for you, but long night, but quick night for me, long night for you. I come step over to drill him with the left hand. He happened to just throw the punch that I didn't think he was gonna throw because I was just like he wasn't throwing it. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? First down, hit the mat. It was real quick, whatever.
I read about that.
Got back up, shook it off like a G, and the dog came out and
Boxed him out. He boxed him out. I saw that.
Did what I had to do to win.
Dope.
So I think those are two.
True champion.
Yeah,
True
nah.
champion life.
That's how you always figure out how to win, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I gotta mention this name, Canelo. I have to mention him because I saw some footage of you, that you were online talking about the fight, especially when he got disqualified. You got disqualified, right?
Well, he got suspended.
Suspended. That's it. Yeah.
for
And you wanted to step in.
Yeah, I wanted to step in and fight Triple G because at the end of the day, like boxing is already dangerous enough.
Exactly.
We're trying to take each other's heads off.
Exactly.
Like now you're using enhancements to get stronger, faster. Like I said earlier, we might as well be fighting robots in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what you're doing. Like that's unfair.
That's crazy.
And he only got suspended for 6 months. Like he should have got suspended way longer than that with a big fine because he's popular, he's well known, he has big fights.
Yeah.
He made enough money.
Exactly.
Where they can you gotta show people and punish this kid and show people like we're not going to allow this.
Exactly. Because is it something that I don't know how that works in the world of fighting. I mean, is this something that everybody kind of knew was happening, or that he was basically cheating the system or whatever? Is this just a one-time deal?
I mean, I know of what's going on, so it's cycles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get on it and then you get off it. You get on it and you get off it. So
That's
when you're on it,
Yeah.
to get ready to fight, you get off it at a certain time period where you don't show up.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's still in you. The results are still in you for a certain amount. So that's why you gotta get back on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
That's
they
crazy.
picked the timing right, try to get the drug testing and all that stuff, and
Okay.
he got caught this time.
Okay. Hey.
And
So you
for the
think you-
Mexican fans, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love my Cape Verdean, but if the Mexican fan need a clean athlete and somebody to represent me, I do it for
You
the
got
Mexican
it.
people
You
too,
got
baby.
it. That's
It's
exactly.
international.
That's it. So what? You think you ever gonna get those fights? That
Eventually,
level?
you know,
Yeah.
I'm still young. They're still young.
Yeah.
It has to happen because at the end of the day, the top tier is now closing to where the names and the list is getting
I know,
shorter.
it's
So
getting shorter,
right
yeah.
here now, like these
Yeah.
guys have to make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that.
I'm right here.
So what? But what is like? That's a fight that you want. But what's a fight that you think that's definitely close for you to get? Like somebody that you really want to get. I saw. Is it Lara?
Yeah, Laura,
Yeah.
Laura, one of them names she has a girl too. But nah, he cool.
Yeah.
But I was fighting at 154 back then. Now I just moved up to 160.
60,
So
yeah,
if he
yeah.
wanted to get in the
Come up
ring,
there,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Gotta
It
come
takes
up
two
there.
to tango. You got to come up now. Like
Exactly.
I was at 54 and I was like, yo, let's fight.
Yeah.
I knocked on everybody's door. Like I figured, you know what they say, you knock on the devil's door, he's gonna answer. So I've been knocking on everybody's door.
Knocking.
Charlo's, his door, that door. Like, yo, what's
Nobody
good?
home.
What's good?
They're not even there. All right. Nah, man. I think you're definitely gonna. I think if you stay focused like this, we just gotta get you in the ring, and we're gonna go from there. Now, a lot of stuff has, we're not gonna talk about all of that, but there's been some stuff in the past that, why your career has gone the way it's gotten. We're not gonna talk about that. What have you got in place right now? I know the A-Team Entertainment is here.
Yeah, we definitely picking up the pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
I have to kind of talk about my career a little bit because at the end of the day, it's like I have no control of TV,
Exactly.
the venues. That's supposed to be my promoter's job.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, like how it works is so I'm your star, right? And then you got Chris.
Yeah.
So if you got your stuff right, you're the promoter, you got your stuff right, you go to TV, you say, yo, I got Demetrius Andrade, I got Chris.
Yeah.
You want Demetrius Andrade to fight? Well, Chris is gonna go on. So now he's piggybacking off me.
Yeah.
And then the flow, you know what I'm saying? You get it, then the next person, next person.
Yeah.
They don't have that. I had nobody to piggyback on. They didn't have no other fighter that was bigger than me.
That was bigger than you. Yeah.
To be on the top, like to be a main event and me co-feature, and
That's
that,
right.
and they was running their own cards. Now I gotta sit there and fight on somebody else's card, promoter's card,
Yeah.
fight their fighter, and deal with what they got going on. So I got my back against the ropes, fighting all these things in my career, and I'm still here and I'm still on top.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
things are starting to turn around now. You know
Like
what
a
I'm saying?
champ, like a champ.
Yeah.
Champion.
Definitely.
Don't forget, in the city of champions. Don't ever forget that. In the
Exactly.
city of champions.
Got it. Set up the camera real quick.
In the city of champions.
Hold on one second. Yeah, where you going? Let's talk about A-Team Entertainment.
Yeah, so 18 promotions.
Promotions.
18 promotions came about, due to my last contract deal. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take matters in my own hand, but I gotta, do a half and half thing situation right now.
Okay.
I can't get into details. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not
No, I get it.
closure. You know what I'm saying? But I can talk about my part. So I create 18 promotions to stop being able to promote my own fights.
Okay.
Get on my own cards, sign on my own fighters,
Dope.
and stop branching out with people and developing my own team with people that want to strive and get a chance to empower themselves.
I like that.
And Chris over here was reaching out to my man Adam
Yeah.
Pina. He's
Shout out
one
to
of
Adam.
he's one of my
Cape Verdeans of Atlanta.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Cape Verdean
Cape Verdeans of
brother.
Atlanta. Whole
Shout
Cape Verdean
out.
of Atlanta family.
My man Adam, I'm from
Yeah.
Al
New
Vicente,
Bedford.
the whole
Adam
Vicente
P.
family.
Yeah, Adam P.
He's a coach too, right?
Adam
Yeah,
Pina,
coach.
it's me
Yeah,
again, my guy. I told you.
My dad's like the
Your
one
name's still
that,
ringing bells from here to there.
Trains me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad's the one that taught me how to fight. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like Adam, Mike Veloz is just, they're there to keep an eye on things that I need to be reminded of.
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
I'm not slacking on something.
Okay.
Adam's a warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
and Adam's good with the speed pads and stuff like that. Mike too,
I
power
saw
and all
that.
that stuff.
I saw that. Yeah.
Sharik Mendy's my strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
You
And they're all in your corner when you fight?
yeah.
Yeah? Ah, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. So who else is 18 Promotions, man?
we got my man Chris over here, man. He's
Actor, commercials, everything.
Nah, come on, man. Let's talk about you. What's up?
I mean, shout
Talk about your background.
First off, shout out to Adam Pina. If it wasn't for Adam and the Paul Delgado family, this would never have been possible.
Yep.
So salute to them. I think it's all about acknowledgement and recognition. I think what's happening in the Cape Verdean culture, and not to take away from Boo Boo, but just to highlight on this, I think some people don't credit people, and I think it's all about giving credit when credit's due. And Boo Boo's a 2-time champion, and for Cape Verdeans not to acknowledge him, and for people to try to say, a poet's better or this is better.
Nah.
This is a guy that's competed on a national level, on a human level. It's not just about the country. This is about people, and people make the world, and it's not just about the country anymore. And people need to acknowledge and respect that. And until people do, we're going to continue to defy the odds and make history, and we'll prove them wrong. Just like, again, my friend Donald Trump has proved them wrong, and I got many teammates from UConn, which I'm part of my alumni, that have worked on his team and have done the same thing. So Boo Boo Andrade is going to continue to ring bells, ring names. I'm going to do my best from an actor, model perspective, and entertainment to give him everything that I can. And we're going to continue to keep that tunnel going and that flow going.
Dope.
Because we've been in contact for over 10 years now. I've recognized him when I was at UConn. I said, this is a guy competing. I'm competing. I'm the first Cape Verdean, for those who don't know, to gain a Division I scholarship as a junior in high school. I was in 4 video games. I was all Big East academic team, led the team special teams tackles, took out 300-pound men, was benching 400 pounds. My father's a 4-time bodybuilder. So I've been there, done that. I shrunk. I said, Dave, I should have been playing soccer. I should have been playing soccer here.
With the body right now, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I named my son Cristiano Raphael. He's Italian, so
Yeah, boy.
you know what I mean? Cristiano, a follower of Christ,
Yeah.
and hence Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Raphael's an angel in the Bible.
Okay,
and,
there you go.
Raphael, the Renaissance man. And I love the Ninja Turtles.
So you're a big soccer fan too? Who you got coming out of this World Cup? Real quick.
Come on.
Thanks, man.
You guys?
Thanks.
All right,
I'm the CV Ronaldo.
Oh, there you
Asking
go.
those questions.
There you go. All right, we can keep going about that.
Portugal, come on.
Don't get this guy pumped up. All right, so let's talk about CV Worldwide and everything you do with that, man.
I'm sorry, bro. What was that?
Cabo Verde Worldwide.
Cabo Verde Worldwide is going to be empowerment. My first experience leaving Brockton, which I worked heavily with Jimmy Perea this past year, in addition with Joey G as well. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Joey and shout out to Jimmy. We worked very heavily on trying to change where we came from. I, unfortunately became a product of my environment in Brockton. Ended up meeting Jimmy in a delinquent school. I got kicked out of school when I was 10. Okay. Everyone knows that. And
Jimmy talked about that.
I ended up persevering and beating the odds. I proved that statistic wrong. I ended up going to boarding school, winning a New England championship, beating teams from New York City. And then my senior year we lost, ended up losing, but I got 4 rings. I was the top safety in the Northeast on NFL Network. Joe Theismann was my head coach versus Phil Simms, those are NFL legends.
There you go.
And I ended up leading that team with 11 tackles and had a pass breakup and was featured with my name across on NFL Network. But that was football, and that's over. And it's all about the A team right now. And I'm very happily, humbly blessed to accept, to be a part of it. And shout out to Adam again. The whole Atlanta family, and that is the charisma, and that is the etiquette, and that is the MO that every Cape Verdean needs to have. Is say, listen, man, if you're skilled, we're gonna empower you, bro. But if you're about distractions and other things, then we can't help you, bro.
No, but that's what we do with the show.
And that's the state of mind that everyone needs to have. And I'm saying that personally. I'm not swaying anybody. I'll publicly say that. I've said that to anybody on every level. I think the attitude and the habits of mind need to change. And da. And this is the 2-time world champion. And the reason why I get mad, I wake up and I said, this guy's done a lot more than me. I'm under construction as an actor and model. I just got signed as an actor, model, and voiceover artist. I just got freshly signed. This guy's doing this, and I said, if they're not respecting him, what about when it's my turn?
Exactly.
This guy, we're gonna start Super Mario digging the tunnels right now, going down the pipeline, eating mushrooms, and and giving them to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're sharing and empowering people, and that's what it's all about. And it's all about good work. Joey G produces good work. He's passionate. You are great, and we love what you do. Much respect and honor to what you do and what Cobb Moss does. And sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Cobb Moss.
No, that was perfect. That was perfect.
And everybody here, because there's much respect and there's all quality here, and that's what we're going to continue.
We love it. We love it, man.
And that's the class that the 18 brings, and that's why it's the 18.
Exactly. Oh wait, we're missing one though. We talked Adam. We talked
Velaz.
We haven't talked about Bugatti yet. Bugatti.
Bugatti. He was supposed to be here. Bugatti.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? We was with him yesterday. But Bugatti's going to be the one, pretty much behind the scenes, trying to direct things in which look we should be going.
Creative art, right?
Like, definitely.
No, I took a peep in what he's doing right now, and I'm telling you, man, too bad he's not here, bro.
Respect, loyalty,
I just want to say, Bugatti, I respect all these guys. You guys are all inspiring, but that guy, what he's doing right now, that's actually what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do, and he's on that other level.
The thing we have in common is we compete on nationwide levels and represent our country proudly, and we know that we can compete, and people will challenge and contest, and we'll continue to beat them too.
Exactly. It's not
undefeated, undefeated city of champions, champion mind.
Let me ask you this, okay? We gotta ask you. We always ask the top. What's your top 3 fighters? Man, I know you're a big Ali fan. Yeah. Top 3 favorite fighters.
Oh man, top 3.
I won't say top 5, but that's tough.
We got to put the greatness of all time there. Ali, like you said. Pernell Whitaker was a bad boy.
Okay.
And coming from a southpaw stance, Marvelous Marvin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hagler.
Hagler. There you go.
Then Hearns, my boy Hearns. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
Hearns.
Okay.
Just to throw the last 2 in there,
I saw that. I saw Ali. I knew that. I knew that.
And after that, Roy Jones.
Come on, man. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites.
That was my time. Like these other, the guys I just mentioned before, like my top 3. That's respecting history, respecting the game, and seeing what they did to pave the way for us. And Ali did things for fighters that a lot of people don't know. It's called the Ali Act, where it comes like with money, contracts, and other stuff. Stuff has to be like acknowledged sooner than later, because people will sign like the day of the fight. You wouldn't know what you was getting.
Exactly.
And there'd be a pot. Let's just say $1 million pot, and then you only give you $100 grand of it.
Crazy. And that's called the Ali Act, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that, man.
So you can't do that anymore. People, they was doing that. Promoters was doing that. It'll be $1 million on the pot.
Yeah.
Right. And you're supposed to
split it up.
Yeah, with the fighters. But they would put the money like this.
Exactly.
Creole leprechauns.
Here's $100 grand, right? And the fighter, maybe never made $100 grand.
That's crazy. That's
happy with $100 grand, like, woo!
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
And then find out how much was on the table.
Yeah. And
then you're sitting there, it's like, it gets ugly.
Yeah, it is.
So Ali's helped with that.
That's crazy.
That's like,
I didn't even know. I know about all about the things that he's done in politics, and his personal life, of course, everything that he influenced people. But I never knew that. That's amazing. That's amazing. How do you like where the game is at right now? I mean, we just went over I want to call it the Mayweather era, I guess. It's just done now. Where you think it's gonna go now? Who?
I mean, the sky's limit.
Exactly. Because I don't feel like there's I don't really feel that. Well, you're our number one. You're our champ.
Yeah.
I don't feel that it's like a number one the way Mayweather was for so long. Like,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it took Mayweather so long to become that. A lot of people that recognize Mayweather now, he was already maybe about 30, 31 years old.
Yeah.
Like Mayweather, he just started making like the real deal from like 30 to 39 right now.
True.
30, maybe just turned 40, so he retired for like a year and a half now.
True.
So 32 to 38, 37, that's when he really started, that's when people started being hooked on Floyd.
On him,
not when he was 21,
nah.
not when he was 22.
It was
who he fight when he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
I know.
So what I'm trying to say is, for fighters like me, our time is still there where we still gonna have that window to become that ever. Like you ever don't, in boxing there's too many fighters for you to just take over for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You got every other weight class, you got different fighters, different styles. You might like something else, but when it comes to longevity as far as winning, being seen, being shown, and then it comes to a point like, wow, he's been here for this long. Now it's time to put all cameras and stuff on him.
Yeah.
So that's where we at. And now I got my own promotion.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna be the man in charge. I'm the captain of the ship. Now some promoters, some guys that's like, I made you. Yeah, this is my guy.
But were you a Mayweather fan when he was fighting?
I mean, I didn't grow up watching Mayweather like
Okay.
that, so I have to be honest. It was more Jones.
Yeah.
You know, Jones was my guy. You know, and
Definitely,
Mayweather was being like he was during that
coming
time,
up,
but
yeah.
nobody knew who Mayweather was. Who you paying attention to? Roy Jones.
I know. After he fought, De La Hoya, that's when I really thought, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna keep an eye on that guy.
No, yeah, so you know, he was probably about what, 30 years old then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
29, 30. So you know, the time is in place.
Got it.
You know, we're still tall, black, young, and handsome.
Exactly.
We here.
we here.
Team in the
We
building.
ain't
World
going
champion.
nowhere.
Two-time world champion.
What's up with the Charlo brothers, man? Cause I Google you and I get them. What is that? That's no good.
Scared of
We
the
gonna get this
two-time
fight
world
away.
champion.
Yo, you know, like I knocked on both their doors, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys home? They was like, no say.
No say nada.
You know what I mean? It was no show. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. They look mad. I don't know. They look you. Every time you approach them or whatever, you look cool. They look mad. I don't get it.
Because they really don't have anybody that's doing what I'm doing. Like I'm like right now, Danny Jacobs was doing another middleweight fighter because other Charlo just moved up. But I'm the only one that was like, yo, let's make these happen. Like you guys are like, you know what they've been doing, and it's mad funny because I got the talent, I got the skill, man. I come from the streets. I'm chilling. I'm good, man. Like I'm not scared. I'm not scared. We gonna get in there. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm gonna put my best foot forward. But you're not gonna think you're gonna like put fear in my heart because you do this.
Exactly.
And the guys that they've been fighting, you know, been guys that's probably been sitting at the bar like for the past week here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
see?
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Picking up guys up. They got
Like
a
Mike
good.
Tyson said, once someone gets punched in the face, everything changes.
Yeah.
Probably got a decent record. You know what I'm saying? The guy at the bar probably fought a few times undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one loss. You know what I'm saying? Child, I'm over. Yeah,
I got
I'm
you.
Like they already know what they're in there for.
Yeah, no, but they say that you're a dangerous pick, man, because that's what people say. You know, like you should be much more popular than you are right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're a very
Million
good fighter.
followers. Over a million
So
followers.
if you go in the ring with them, most likely they're gonna drop. And if they beat you, they probably feel that, oh, okay, you know, it's not as popular as somebody else that they will fight. I think that's a big thing for them.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, we don't want
It's a good
excuses.
excuse
We
because
don't
at the
want
end of the day, when the boxing world know the fighters, and then the TV is supposed to do their job and hype the shit, you got yourself a mega fight.
There you go.
I mean, what more can I say?
First
All right.
Cape Verdean billionaire fighter.
Right here.
Two-time
We're
world
gonna do
champion.
it. We're gonna do it. I don't know if we could talk about this, man. You could tell me if we can't. But your situation with Rock Nation.
Hey, I can't go too much in it.
Yeah.
But you know, they was interested in me. You know, sat down with Jay. And
You sat down with Jay?
Yeah.
Jay-Z people, all right? Face to face with this guy right here. One of my favorite. One of my favorite rappers, to be very honest.
I liked them too until he did what they did, and then at the end of the day, I won.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll go get a bottle of that Ace now, baby. Got that check. I'm good. Thanks, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
cool.
That's an amazing story. No, we're gonna keep it pushing with
But
that.
yeah,
We're gonna keep it pushing with that.
it was just messed up. Like you
Yeah.
know, like how they did it. They promised me things. We made things. Email. Everything was on. You know, in here on the computer.
Yeah.
So the facts was there. So I won my case, and that was it.
Is there anything that they can do to make it up or make that relationship back together? Or
I mean, nah.
That topic is hashtag it's me again.
That's
that topic is hashtag confidential.
It's me
again.
It's me again. Confidential. Nah, stop. Over. Out the way.
All right.
Next.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, you cut that smooth, man. You cut that smooth. Let's go to another one. Yo, shout out where people can find you, man. Like, you know, the websites, the Instagrams.
Yeah, www.18promotions.com. That's where you can find like my merch and stuff like that. You know, we're continuing to update it. My Instagram's Boo Boo Andrade, Facebook Demetrius Andrade, and those are the best, you know, social sites to see me. And then YouTube Demetrius Andrade.
YouTube, of course.
You know, just Google Demetrius Andrade. You'll find
And you'll find
everything
anything.
come up. Everything comes
You'll
up.
find everything.
I don't got
Hashtag Boo Boo Andrade. Hashtag A-Team.
Yeah.
Hashtag DJ Millie.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Vamos,
Let's not forget the
Pracazul,
apparel. Let's not forget the
definitely.
beautiful 18 apparel here.
That's it.
Worldwide.
We
Cape
have.
Verde
Come
worldwide.
Right here. Got it.
Like, and
Got
Cape Verde worldwide.
And that's the movement now too, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to like show like the Cape Verdean community
Definitely.
and people because at the end of the day, it's like
Definitely.
you know to me, I feel like I wasn't brought up in a Cape Verdean community.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it from afar, and I feel like there's no unity. There's nothing that goes on. Like you got the Jewish people. You look at them for instance. You look back and you see how their community is. How they like grind together. It's like there's no reason why we can't do the same thing.
We can't do it.
So
Should have our Chinatown and all that stuff,
yeah,
man. We
like,
should.
just just coming with this good brother right here and trying to make things happen. Listen, at the end of the day, it's trial and error.
Lord
We're
willing.
gonna
Lord
put our
willing.
best foot forward, and what happens happens. But
we're not perfect, but we're
intentions
gonna
is
do
good.
it.
Yeah, intentions is good.
You know? All right, I have this is something I gotta ask you, man. Just because I saw that trailer just yesterday while I was looking stuff up for you. Creed. You know the movie.
Yeah.
The second one is coming out. Is that something that like a fighter like you gets excited for? To see something like that? Or
Hopefully
is
I'm
it like,
cast me again.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's good to see that it went from Rocky to Creed. You
The
know
Creed,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because that's really what it is. Like at the end of the day, not to like discriminate anybody, but black people is
Tell
the
'em.
greatest at boxing.
Tell 'em.
And mostly all sports, really.
Boo Boo Andre's the best at boxing. How about that?
But but Rocky was cool to see. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope.
But
It
it's
was
good
dope.
to see Creed, and them movies. Well, I guess they motivate people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you guys don't box.
That's what
people
motivates.
that don't fight. You're like, oh,
that's real.
Like, to us, it's
Yeah,
like we're in it, and so it's like, it's cool to see it. You know what I'm saying? But we know it don't go down like that.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But it's a fun, entertaining thing too. You know what I mean? So,
But you got a dope personality because I've seen a few boxers interviews. Just it doesn't look interesting at all. But you got a dope personality. Is that something that you ever thought of doing too? Like later on in your career, like getting into movies and stuff like that?
yeah, I mean, I'm down to do whatever. Like right now, I'm working on doing the communication degree thing just so I can
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, make sure the vocabulary's up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do what I need to do so I
Okay.
can be able to get these type of opportunities.
Dope,
And
dope.
also be myself.
Dope.
But at the end of the
See
day,
that, kids?
yeah.
All right, you got it. You got it all, and he's still going back for that degree. So
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. At the end of the day, man, we can't be fools. We can't be dumb.
Nope.
We gotta just keep growing and learning. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself some lawyers too. You know what I mean? You're like, huh? What? Here, read this shit.
Yeah, read it. Is that all right? Can I do it?
Read it again.
And I wanna
Read
see
it again.
this.
It's me again.
Show
Read
me.
it again. It's me again. Read it again.
Don't
crazy.
sign anything without a lawyer.
I know,
That's
right?
on your side.
That's definitely.
And I learned that.
I feel it.
So I'm passing some wisdom. Don't do anything without a lawyer, man. I don't care how the money seems up front, because at the end of the day, whatever's on that paper is a little more important than a couple of dollars in front of you.
Two-time world champion.
Tell him. All right, man. Hold on one sec. We're gonna cut all this out. I'm just gonna see if I have anything here that I forgot. We're almost done, bro. For real. Is there anything else that you want me to mention? Anything else that we?
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of like.
Good. We kind of covered a lot.
Call anybody out?
Nah, I mean,
Like just for a different producer group, like you want to just do some weird shit, like, but the bloopers, like, boop.
Oh wait. I do.
The deal in place with HBO was a 3-fight deal, and the first one was October. They were supposed to get me back in the ring within 6 months.
Yeah.
It didn't happen,
damn.
due to my promoters and HBO not coming to an agreement. So
What's going on, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
So that like people don't see this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when something is like something is made up or a rumor like, oh, Demetrius is fighting this guy, like 3 weeks before the date. Like say I got out the ring October, December 16th there was a fight card, 3 weeks notice to that December 16th card. You're asking me to fight a #1 guy.
Shit.
Of course I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I just got out the ring in
That's a
October.
setup.
I've been eating
setup.
ice cream and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm enjoying my break off. I'm having a good time. You want me to fight the #1 guy in 3 weeks? Like, I need preparation.
That's
I
a
need time
setup.
to,
That's a setup.
get
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
So no, it's not happening. I'll do the same fight in
Greatness takes
February.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so now here we are again. Like, they're trying to say that I might be fighting July 21st on HBO on Golden Boys card. That's
Oscar De La Hoya, right? Yeah.
And versus a Golden Boys fighter. I see. I don't see no contract. I hear some bullshit, and my people, my like right hand man Ed Fabrics, he's like, you know, I don't even want to tell you what they have in there. You're not signing it. The terms are some bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it because we about to be free anyway.
Exactly.
So he's like, you know, the ball's on our court. They have the pressure right now. So
Okay.
this is what I've been dealing with. You know,
Yeah.
the reason why I'm not where I'm not right now where I'm supposed to be is because of this. You know what I'm saying?
Frustrating, man.
Yeah, it is.
It must
but
be frustrating,
It is.
man.
It is. But at the end of the day, I know what I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know what
Exactly.
skills I have. You know what I'm saying? I know what I bring. to the
Two-time
table.
world champion.
Two-time world champion here.
Yeah.
It's me again.
You ain't gonna catch me sleeping.
Nah, you gotta be, be patient, man. I mean, I know it's frustrating, but they're gonna set you up. You don't want to get set up after all this time
No, of
into
course.
something in a situation that you're not supposed to be in.
Yeah,
man.
because
So,
I'm not gonna let somebody else ruin my future.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, if the
Exactly.
answer's no, then the answer's
Exactly.
no. We're fighting.
God made
another
you a
day.
two-time world champion. He'll make you a 10-time world champion.
But I got a question.
10-time world champion.
I got a question.
all right, go ahead, hit it.
10 islands.
So basically, like you mentioned, you're a good boxer, of course. But
Great
do
boxer.
you feel
Great.
that like you can go and fight against Mayweather? Let's say.
Can I?
Yeah, would
Say
that- would that be somebody
say that
you-
question again. So, cause you got, hold on, just for everybody knows, we can record anything, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
say that question loud again. That was a good question.
Go ahead.
Can you fight against Floyd Mayweather?
Would you be able to
money
like
team-
toe to toe with Mayweather?
That's my question.
If Floyd wanted to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it takes two.
It takes two.
I can say, yo, Floyd, let's do it, baby.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do
But
it.
is there like a dream or it's like I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Floyd Mayweather is that era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, not mine's is now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want to be the Floyd Mayweather of my era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But would I ever fight him? No, I don't want to beat him. I want to give him the first round. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see Floyd go out.
Two-time world champion.
Yo, it's real though. Yo, listen, it's a rare situation that Floyd has, so I have to respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like him getting in there with somebody like me, young, hungry,
Yeah.
looking to win, doing whatever
Exactly.
it takes. Oh, he gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
He might be fast, but he gonna get hurt.
Why couldn't they catch him though?
He was fast. He was
Yeah.
fast. He was
So
fast.
basically,
He's smart
Very
too.
fast.
You know what I'm saying? He fought a defensive of mine. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then after he showed that you can't touch him for the first 3 rounds, then he started putting his shit together.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm like that same way, but
Yeah.
I'm a little more aggressive with it.
I saw that. You come out and you come forward, man.
But to see Floyd Mayweather, a black man,
Yeah.
you know, being able to be 50-0
Yeah.
and making tons of money,
Exactly.
like that's rare, man. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
a lot of
crazy.
people were undefeated, like Roy Jones. You know,
Yeah.
going up and down, like what he did was rare too. Going to heavyweight.
Three-weight classes,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he went to heavyweight 4 or something. I think.
4, yeah.
Went
He
to
fought a heavyweight. This
John Louise.
crazy.
You know, he came back down. He should have just stopped then. You did it. You
Yeah,
did it. You
yeah,
did it.
Did it all. Did
You
it
come
all.
back down, weight from heavyweight. You know your body fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
might not get the same energy, whatever.
Exactly.
You come down, you get clipped by Antonio Tava.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
a wrap.
that. Yeah,
now
I
you're
saw
tarnished.
that. Yeah.
But you stood him in. But damn.
Damn,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
yeah, that hurt.
to
That hurt when that happened.
Yeah.
That really hurt.
I cried
That
for
really
like 2
hurt.
days on the porch. I was like,
I couldn't believe it.
Hey,
I know, right?
mommy.
All right, man.
Not for Jones.
Demetrius. Yo, Boo Boo, man. First of all, I want to thank you for coming through. You know, this was an incredible opportunity for us, and you know, to get to know you, to see how down to earth you are. You know, you're not just a great fighter, bro. You are an entertaining fighter. Like, I'm not a boxing expert. I love boxing a lot. When I saw your highlights, I was an instant fan, bro. Instant. Just the way you move, it's like, you know, some boxers box, some boxers box, and they dance as well. And it's just like an art form. I love it, man. I love to see the way you're doing it. I love the fact that you Cape Verdean. Gotta say it. All right, I love that. You know, I love it.
CV. We
You're
gotta take a pic. We gotta take a pic at the CV.
I know, right? I know.
And then Cabo Verde worldwide.
Exactly. All right, world champion here, okay? They did strip you that time for inactivity, but we ain't even gonna listen to that because you a champ for us.
Two-time world
Definitely
champ.
a champ for us.
Two times.
But they see, you know, as the light will reveal when it's
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
they see why though. They see what's going on behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's not me.
All right.
I want to fight. I want to be the best. I want to put
best.
my name in the grave and keep it forever
10
out.
time-
You know what I'm saying?
He's gotta get 10 champions for the 10 islands.
Exactly.
Degia.
Y'all heard it?
Shout to the
Y'all heard
Degia.
it?
Cabo Verde
Degia
worldwide.
is,
He's gotta
right?
get 10. That's the goal.
Legacy, man.
This guy. We're gonna keep this guy going until he gets 10.
All right.
Until he gets 10, he's
There you go.
not getting done. We're gonna
There
keep
you
him like
go.
the Energizer Bunny.
There you go.
CV
Facts.
Energizer Bunny.
Facts. Yo, you're a big deal for our culture, man. And right now, all you Cape Verdeans, y'all better jump on this train. I don't want to hear nobody saying something when he gets there, because he's here right now, okay? Follow him, Demetrius, Boo Boo, Andrade. Follow him on
City
his
of
Instagram.
Champions.
Follow him, just Google him. He's
Two-time
there.
world champion.
An amazing champ, an amazing person. I want to thank you so much for coming out today, bro. All the people out there, this is your boy DJ Millie.
Daqui Cabo
Cobb Moss is right here. We want to thank y'all for watching.
18, Sejata.
We want to
Cabo
thank
Verde
y'all for
worldwide.
watching another episode of Pracazul. See you on the next episode.
Oh yeah, now.
Wait, you got one more thing to say? Go ahead.
That's good. No,
That was good? Okay.
That was dope.
Definitely.
That was lit, bro.
You
This
like
is
this?
lit. I love this.
All right,
I'm
hey.
coming
We
I'm
keep-
tomorrow.